So once you've gone ahead and removed the wearing housing from the duct, there's nothing else holding this shaft in. So effectively, you just pull the units out, you separate them, and feed it out of the input shaft tube, and then you're left with exactly what you see here. Now once you've got it on the bench, you can actually go ahead and you can inspect the prop for wear. Now in the case of 144 and 155 pumps, and I'm exclusively talking about the older two-strokes from the 90s and early 2000s Superjets, the max wear limit for the prop to wearing, and I'm talking about the prop to wearing gap, is 0.024. In millimeters, that's 0.610. And the way you're going to check that is you're going to insert your filler gauge in between the two surfaces. Now, as you can clearly see here, the whole way around, the prop is out of spec. And all this means is that you're gonna lose performance, you're gonna get cavitation, the ski isn't gonna effectively perform how it should if it was in spec. In the case of this pump, the ski was actually still performing okay, but it certainly could be better. So I'm going to go ahead and swap this out for a new Solace prop. I think it's a 13-17, so a 13 degree to 17 degree pitch, which is suitable for the older two-cylinder 701 two-strokes. And I'm also going to swap out the wearing to a complete Solace stainless steel wearing. Now the reason you might want to do that is the older wearings, so if you look here, you've got a stainless sleeve and then you've got a cast alloy housing. It hasn't happened with this one, and if I can just focus, it hasn't happened with this one, but after heavy saltwater riding, what can occur is corrosion between the two different types of metal. And once it gets in between the sleeve and the alloy, remembering these are two parts that have been pressed in at the factory. Once corrosion gets in between, it will start to bulge and it will push this stainless sleeve out, resulting in your prop contacting the inside of the sleeve. So that's something to bear in mind with the factory units. And to be honest, these things, as they're quite old, they aren't that cheap anymore either. And to find an original one, an unused one, is, well, it's borderline impossible. So in my case, I'm going to go ahead, swap out the wear ring and swap out the prop with a Solace prop. There is obviously a whole other process about reassembling the pump housing. You've got a series of bearings in between the stator, and you've got a series of seals as well, and then this is obviously packed with grease to service that bearing, but that's an entirely different video. So thanks.